It's always a voyage of discovery when you join Neil Phillips, the wine tipster, and where he takes us, we have no idea. But today, it seems as if he has delivered the promised land. York Gin, Neil. Talk to me. Why are we here for York Gin?
We're here, Rishi, because I know, look, and Megan, I know, loves York Gin as well. Started in 2018, their gins are absolutely fantastic. I first met York Gin last year, Emma from York Gin. Beautiful gins. I love their dry gin. I love the Old Tom. I've been enjoying them ever since last year's Ebor Festival, in fact. Well, so there you go.
It's pretty obvious that you have. Susannah Baines is alongside me, and Susannah is going to help us discover how lovely York Gin is. What's the first thing you're going to ask us to do, Susannah?
Well, I'm going to ask you to taste some York Gin Classic London Dry neat, and I'm going to talk you through that.
Okay. Well, when you say neat, what sort of percentage are we looking at?
This little beauty is 42.5% of pure joy, and it was described in a recent taste test as perfect.
Well, what's a perfect gin taste like?
Oh, well, to me, it has to be juniper led, obviously, because if it's not juniper led, then it isn't gin. And this one has 9 different botanicals in there, and it's won so many awards, I couldn't list them, but I think the proof is in the tasting.
I could even get the scent.
Well, I want you to smell it too.
All right, here we go. Okay, here we go.
So I'm going to pour some Classic London Dry into these lovely copper glasses here at the front.
Well, don't waste any.
I won't waste it, don't you worry.
Some's leaking out the air.
I know. That's what's going on there. Right, if you'd like to pick up your
Susannah,
glasses,
just tell us about smelling gin
So
as
what do
well.
we do
A
here?
bit
Do we
different.
swirl
Yeah.
it?
Oh, well, we're going about to do some
what have I
wine
done?
here.
What have I done?
You've agitated the gin.
What?
Why would you do
Oh,
that?
no.
Actually, I'm pretty certain the gin's not the only thing I've ever agitated. I am certain that I do a bit of agitation.
You don't want to swirl it. It's not
Okay.
wine. It hasn't got legs. You just want to basically make sure the alcohol is nice and stable, and you don't want to give it a big wafty smell because otherwise you'll hurt your nostrils. Because
Okay.
it's 42.5%.
Leave it as it is.
Do
Yeah,
you can have a
Susannah, how
little-
far do we go in here? Just
a
about
little
here?
bit. That's
Just going into
perfect.
about
Just give
there?
a little smell.
Oh my God, it smells.
Oh, wow, that's
really
fantastic.
pungent.
What can you pick out? What can you get?
Juniper.
Yes,
Very.
definitely,
I
absolutely.
get something, a spice though. Something
Yes,
spicy.
Oh, very
definitely. Well, there's
good.
cardamom in there, so you might get a little
Oh,
bit of
wow,
that
look
as well.
at him go. Look at him go.
Absolutely. Now, the next thing I'd like you to do is just put the little tip of your tongue into the glass
Wow.
and just take a little bit on the end of your tongue and then swirl it round
Wow.
your mouth, if that's okay.
So I get
Go, he's
Tiny,
going
tiny.
in.
Tiny, tiny. And just have a little swirl there. Because different parts of your tongue pick up different things. So you should be getting some sweet, you should be getting some sour, you should be getting all
Come on,
sorts of
Rick.
things in there.
I'm getting loads of citrus as well.
Absolutely.
Citrus, yes.
You know,
lots of
that's what I
citrus.
always pick up. It's always the lemon. It's the citrus I
Really
pick up
refreshing.
too.
Really,
lemon,
really refreshing.
citrus, cardamom.
Yeah.
We've almost got up to all 9 now, haven't we?
Oh,
Yeah, we were-
exactly. So next thing, it's proper, isn't it? We need some tonic, we need some ice.
Is Megan going to
you
learn
gonna
a
have
little few of the skills of that?
I
too?
mean,
I think Megan needs.
why don't we make the fizz? I
Okay.
feel like the fizz is.
So what's
is
it
my,
called? Sorry.
It is called a York Gin Ebor Fizz, specially created for the races today.
Literally for this meeting, specially created.
Okay. Well, what's the concoction involved then?
Right, well, first of all, we're going to use our Old Tom gin and a nice big measure. There's no single shots here. We need a
Double.
lovely big measure of Old Tom gin. Old Tom is an old-fashioned Victorian-style gin. Basically, a solution is added to the end of the gin-making process. So when it comes out as London Dry, a solution made by the very gorgeous Andrew Pern of the Star Group with ingredients from his
yeah.
kitchen garden. Don't spin it.
I lost a bit then.
I don't think Megan's going to get a job as a mixologist.
I think that's my job. I think that's okay. A little bit of lemon juice in there, please, as well. I think it's actually lime juice we've got there today.
even better. I love
Really
lime.
nice, lovely and citrusy in there. Perfect.
And raspberry's the best accompaniment?
I always think so. So this is a kind of a variation on a Tom Collins, and the best Tom Collins is a raspberry Tom Collins. In with the soda, please. Smashing.
And
There we go.
ice is so
Ice is
important with
key.
gin, right?
Less
Now,
of that
it's-
there.
Yes, exactly. I think that's plenty.
Yes.
It's a really quite warm day still, so the ice is kind of melting. But the best thing to do is large ice cubes, because what we don't want is the ice cubes to water down the gin. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that.
Strength in the ice cubes is what we want. And then
Oh,
do we
that's a
finish
nice
with...
stiff one
That
at
is
the
a,
bottom.
that
That
is a
is
strong
a
one.
stiff
We've run out of soda.
So,
There's always soda.
There's a-
Don't worry. I'll find a bar.
And then we're going to finish with a little mint as
I would
well.
like a little mint garnish
you've
on
got a
there
br-
as well. Perfect. And then a
Syrup?
drizzle of raspberry syrup. That's
Good
super.
job I've made it before.
Megan
Yeah, let's
knows.
go.
She
knows.
knows. Do you ever make this at home, Megan?
Obviously, I was fortunate enough to come and, well, I met the team at one of the York Gin shops, and we put together the lovely cocktail. So now I know how to do it. It's a regular.
You had a drink already. Your hand's not entirely steady.
I know, I'm shaking, aren't I? No, I actually haven't. I think it's the smell from that pure alcohol a minute ago.
Absolutely.
Whew.
It is. Woo.
I know. Little mint leaf, and I think
A little mint leaf, and then
we're
we
good to go.
do we stir this?
Yes, we can stir
That's
this.
the question.
No problem. Yes, we can.
And why
stir
can
it
we
now.
stir this now?
Because we've already added other things to
Oh,
it.
so we've already agitated it.
We've agitated it already. It's fine now. A little stir, and that is good to go.
That's very good
Fabulous.
stirring, Megan.
That is great.
Great job, Megan.
I would
Great
suggest
job
somebody
here.
has the one on the end because that's a definite stiff measure.
Well, I'm going to go in there, I think, actually, on that one.
Right. Okay.
Let's
I'll take
go
the
in.
lighter one.
Whoa. Come on, everybody. Let's go in
So
here.
this is the Ebor Fizz.
The York Gin Ebor Fizz.
Really refreshing. That's
Should
the
be.
plan.
What are we
Yeah.
going to get from this, eh?
Well,
there we go.
We're going in.
We're going in.
We're going in.
Mine's strong, so his is going to be very strong.
Wow. I love that. That's absolutely great.
I
Tell you
think
what.
Megan put a little bit too much syrup in mine.
Did she? No, just less
I-
is
I-
more sometimes. More gin, less syrup.
The gin stuff.
You're fussy.
I'm a bit fussy, but that's perfection. The strength of the gin still
Yes.
pervades, despite how much syrup's in there.
And of course, we also got some white rose in there as well, because the Old Tom syrup has
Right.
some white rose of Yorkshire in there.
I've got to say, that's a beautifully balanced gin
Good.
cocktail for me. I love
Did
that.
I make yours well?
You've done a brilliant job there,
Thanks.
Megan. Brilliant,
At
brilliant
least
job.
not everyone's fussy. eh?
Yeah, yeah, great job there.
Sorry, I'm just-
Mixologist, come
I'm
on.
just having one more taste. and
Yeah,
making
come on. We're
sure
going
that
in again, though.
Can I just ask, Susannah, are you going to have a little bit of a distraction through the day? Obviously, we know that you've got a very busy day with the gin here, but are you going to be able to go and watch any of the racing? Are you going to take in some of the action?
I love the coming to the races. The Ebor Festival is my favourite, so I always, if I can have a little flutter, I will.
And I understand that we've pointed, or a couple of little birdies have whispered in your ear something to have a little flutter on.
They have Le Petit Coco, I think is the hot tip, so I will be definitely having a flutter on that one.
That's obviously, you're standing in between both Megan and I, because we're very strong on La Petite Coco. Neil, yesterday you nailed it.
Yes, I know.
Dover, I
Absolutely.
mean, you are the man. Not only do you provide all this wonderful entertainment for us, but you also, most importantly, point us in the direction of a winner. So 1 from 1. Similar story with me, actually, to be honest. What are you going for today?
I'm going in the Clipper Logistics handicap. I'm going for Northern Express, right down at the bottom of the handicap there.
Wow.
Michael Dodd's very shrewd
Tricky
trainer.
race to get a winner in that.
That is a
Oh,
bold
That's a bold
shout.
move. Bold
That's
move.
a bold shout. I'd stick to small field races if I were you. Don't go for that one.
It's the cocktail. That's why I'm going for the handicap. No, I'm going into the handicap. Going for a really tricky. I'm determined to get one of these handicap.
weight price?
Each weight price about 10, 11 to 1.
There
Come
you
on,
go.
let's go, you know.
Okay.
So we're going to do that.
Northern Express, La Petite Coco for the three of us, and a little toast to end this wonderful segment here. Do not agitate neat gin. Never agitate neat gin. It's a lesson that I've learned today. In fairness, I don't often have my gin neat, but if I ever did, the next time I will rest it. Cheers.
Cheers.